I would say it started in high school because I used to be an actress, and my favorite part was making my own costume. And it kind of, when you go into college and you have these different areas and you find out, oh, they do have a costume design program, because you don't really, when you're younger, you don't really think it exists. When you learn to sew, it's always like a hot mess until you actually be able to put something together correctly. You know, I always liked theater and I always liked design. I was going to go into fashion design, but theater just has a different type of family to it. There's more collaborating, and there's a lot of, there's a nice camaraderie with theater. For each show, I'm generally the person who is in most contact with the designer as far as getting the information that they want. For pulling and shopping, I'm assisting in fittings and in technical rehearsals. So I'm basically kind of like the costume designer's little helper. Sometimes it's physically demanding. When you're shopping, you have to carry a lot of things and you have to be able to drag something from one side of the mall to the other, or if you're walking around New York, it's a lot of work on your feet. Sometimes it's hard to, tell yourself not to do your job. You have to shut off before you go home. Like, I'll stay here late sometimes because I'll be in the middle of this really important email, or I'll be doing paperwork, the paper has to be done. And you get this kind of, this stress that you probably should be able to unplug with at the end of the day. Well, you always learn something different. I remember one time I was assisting my advisor in college, and she had a different aesthetic than the actual director wanted, and so I was kind of like this in-between person dealing with who wanted to do what. I really like shopping. I mean, that's always fun, and I really like when a designer gives me something that's really weird to find, where they're kind of like, well, we were looking for something kind of like this, and when you find it in the store, you get this amazing feeling.